Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am just hands again because we are finally doing my nail polish video and declutter. I have had this video on my filming docket for what feels like a year now, and I am finally doing it and recording the video. As you can see from this giant bin, I have a lot of nail polish. I do paint my nails every single week. It is one of my favorite self-care habits that I have. I started painting my nails every single day in the pandemic. I traditionally have very long nails, but I have been learning to play the bass, so I cut all my nails off. So it's very weird for me to have short nails, but whether I have short or long nails, I always have my nails painted. It just makes me feel more clean, more put together, and I have amassed quite the collection here. Traditionally, I only like to have 52 nail polishes. I have a lot more than that right now. I have had a bigger collection than this, but when I was in college, I got this bin. It does have a lid, but just not for this video. I got this bin and I decided that that's where my nail polish would live, and it has lived in this bin since then. So because of that, I want all of my nail polish to fit in this bin. It is domed over right now, meaning that I cannot close this bin, and I would like to very much. And I definitely have a lot of duplicates, a lot of shades I don't need, things of that nature. So we're just gonna go through all of the nail polish and see what I'm keeping, see what I'm getting rid of, the formulas that I like, the colors that I like, on and on and on, yada, yada, yada. With that, let's just get started. So I'm gonna take everything out of this little bin and put it all here, and we'll go from there, because I think that's gonna be the best way to go through all of them. Alrighty, so here are all my nail polishes. I tried to organize them as much as I possibly could by brand. As you can see, I love my Essie nail polishes. I have those over here, but I also have a lot of other types of nail polishes and other brands, so I will go through all of them. Again, my goal is 52, and that's because, like I said, I paint my nails once a week, and so I would like to have one shade for every week of the year. I feel like anything more than that is excessive, but I do have a lot more than that. As of my last count, I have 101. I feel as though I even might have more than that. They're just kind of hiding all over my house. As you can see by a couple of these, my dog loves to steal my nail polishes and chew them up. So, but 101 here is still ridiculous. So yeah, we have to basically have this collection, and let's just get into it. All right, so what I'm gonna start with is actually my two ride or die top coat and bottom coats. These are from Essie, and this is the Speed Setter top coat and the Here to Stay base coat. These are my ride or die. I love them so much. These are going to be staying, and I'm not gonna count these as part of the 52 because they're a top and base coat, and yeah. That being said, any top or base coats that I come across, I'm not going to be counting that in the 52. I might keep some of them as extras, I might not. Let's just go through all of the Essie shades then, because I just started there, and that is my biggest kind of collection, and those are the ones I love the most, so I'm probably not going to be getting rid of them, but let's just do it. All right, first one I have is my Happy Base, and this is like a chartreusey green. I love this one. I'm definitely keeping this one. Then next I have Marshmallow, and it is a white, and I do have another white, I think, and this one's getting quite old, as you can see here, so I'm going to be decluttering this one in favor of another white I have. Then I have this one in Off Tropic. It is like a dark green. It is really, really gross. It kind of leaked, and yeah, I just don't think I'm going to be reaching for it very often. In general, I don't really reach for dark nail polishes. I reach for light, bright colored nail polishes. I love a fun nail look, obviously, as you can see today. This one is in Aim to Misbehave, and it is a gold, and this is actually a sentimental nail polish, I know, but I got this when I was going to Marquette. I went to Marquette for university, and this is basically one of their colors, and I got it. It's also the 1000th shade that they made for Essie, and so I think it's just a really cool shade. I would wear it to all the like basketball games and stuff like that, so it's just very sentimental, so I'm definitely keeping this one. All right, then I have Swoon in the Lagoon. It's like this kind of magenta-y shade. This is a maybe, I believe. I don't know whether or not I love it, but I definitely don't think like, oh, I should get rid of that. So I'm gonna make a little maybe pile because I know at the end I'm definitely gonna have to get rid of a lot more than I think. Then I have Slumber Party On, and this is actually a really nice pink shade. I really like this one. So I think for right now, I'm also going to put this in the maybe. I just know that I have a lot of pinks, so I want to compare them at the end. Then I have this one, which is called Wet Suited Up, and it's actually a glitter that I really love. It's got like a blue, pink, purple duochrome. And I know I have a couple shades like this, but I'm going to be keeping this one. Then I have this one in Sugar Daddy. This is like a light pale pink. If I was someone that loved a good neutral, like you can see your nails through it kind of vibe, I would totally keep this. But unfortunately, I am not. It is very, very sheer. And I just wanted like a light baby pink that was opaque. And this is not it. So I'm going to be getting rid of this one. And I have enough pinks. So yeah. All right, then I have this one. It's called Fondant of You, and this one's also pretty gross. I have a lot of oranges as well. This one has some cool pinky duochrome to it. It's more like a coral orange, but I just have no need for it, and it is so gross at this point, so I'll be getting rid of this one as well. Doing pretty well so far, I think. All right, this one is Don't Burst My Bubble, and it is the most perfect, beautiful periwinkle, so I will be keeping this. I love it so much. I am a sucker for periwinkle. All right, next up we have Check Your Baggage, and this is a really light yellow. I love a good yellow nail. I don't know why, but this one is so pretty in the summer, so I will be keeping this one as well. All right, and then this one is Sunny Business, and this is like a metallic light yellow. It is a little bit gross on the top, but I think this one is gonna go in the maybe pile only because I do really love this one, and it looks really pretty over Check Your Baggage. So this was in the maybe as well. And then I have this one in Along for the Vibe. This is like the perfect light teal turquoise. I got this one, I think, on my birthday this year. I always get a different nail polish on my birthday. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be keeping this one. Then I have this one, which is Pillow Talk the Talk, and it is like an iridescent light pink. I'm gonna be getting rid of this one only because I kept that other one that's very duochromatic, and this one is just, if I'm gonna go for shimmer, I want like shimmer, and this is just like a nice light metallic. It is really pretty, but again, just not my favorite. This one is from A to Z, and this is like the most pretty metallic like blurple. It's not exactly a periwinkle, but it is just so pretty, and I love this one, so keeping this as well. Then I have this one, it's called High Voltage Vinyl, and it looks almost black, but it's really like a deepened green with gold. I love this one, especially in the fall and winter, so I will be keeping this one as well. Super unique. Then I have this one called Rocky Rose. I do really love this one, but I do have a lot of pinks. This is more of like a muted pink, but I'm going to put it in the maybes to compare the pinks. Then I have this one in Spice It Up, and this is like a really nice warm red. I think I'm also going to put this one in the maybe pile just because I know I have a couple reds, and I definitely don't need as many reds as I have because I'm not really a red nail girly, unfortunately. Then I have this one in Caftan. I love this one. It is like the perfect neutral for me. It's like a yellowy kind of burnt sienna sort of shade, and I really, really do love it, so I'll be keeping this one. Then I have this one in Berry Naughty. It's like the perfect dark burgundy sort of shade, and I definitely am going to be keeping this one as well. Actually, I think I might have another burgundy that I want to compare it to, so maybe it's for now. Maybe I should have done this by color, but you know, who knows. This is Wire Less is More. This is another kind of like iridescent, shifty shade. I know I got rid of another one, and I think this one I might keep. It's very similar to the other top coat, but it is such like a cool kind of purpley undertone, so maybes for this one. And then this one is Mrs. Always Right. This is my perfect pink, so this is what all the other pinks are going to compare to, and I'm going to put this in the pile as well for the maybe, so I can compare. All right, and then I have one mini Essie nail polish. This is in the shade No More Film, and it's a really dark purple that I honestly just never reach for, and I actually know that my friend Kelsey, who loves purple and loves minis, would love this, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. All right, and then I have two of these Expressy nail polishes. This one is in Millennium Momentum, and it's like a beige kind of taupey shade. And yeah, I'm not sold on this. I do remember having it on and it was really pretty. So maybe a maybe pile kind of vibe. And then this one is in Express to Impress, and it's like a really light green, and I actually do really like this one, so I will be keeping this one. I love having green nails. All right, so we'll come back to the maybes at the end when I have gone through all the rest of the shades, but I think next we'll just go through some of these little ones down here. So I have two Zoya nail polishes. I have this like pink satin matte. It's in the shade Anna. And then I have this one. It's a red, and I believe it's in the shade Livingston. It's a little bit smudged there on the bottom, but I'm actually just going to be getting rid of both of these. I don't love this formula, and these are pretty old in my collection, and so yeah, I just don't reach for them anymore. Nothing? All right, then I have these two from Defy and Inspire, and I'm also going to be getting rid of both of these. These are also very, very old, and I have a couple other turquoises that I love now. This used to be one of my favorite shades. You can tell that these are like 2015 shades for sure. So this was one of my favorite ones back when turquoise was really big, and this is one of my favorite ones when like gray was kind of a thing. Gray does not look great on me. I don't know why I have it, but I used to wear this color all the time in like 2015, I think. So these are well loved, and definitely it's time to get rid of them. Then I have these two from Sinful Colors, and actually I'm going to be keeping this one. This one is so pretty. Again, I love that kind of blue purple vibe, and this one is so gorgeous. And then this one I'm going to be getting rid of. It's just super like lightweight. It's a very sheer top coat kind of, and I have a lot of other berries that I like a lot better. So I'll be keeping this one, getting rid of this one. Then I have this mini like pink champagne-y kind of nail polish. It's like a rose gold. It's very pretty. I actually like it a lot. I'm going to be keeping this one. It's just so cute and little, and I really like it. All right, next up I have these two, and they're from Mineral Fusion, which I get at Whole Foods, and this is like a very cool like kind of top coat with a lot of dimension and shimmer to it. And then this is a green metallic that I got for the holidays. I really loved this one, so I think I'll be keeping it. This one, however, I feel like, I don't know, it's a maybe. I have a couple other shades like this that you'll see. I feel like I've mentioned this, but I think I should have done this by color. Regardless. All right, and then I have one from Revlon. This is their Ultra HD Snap, and this is in the shade Under My Spell. Shade? Yeah, shade. It's in the color Under My Spell. It is an all black, and it is a beautiful black, and I will be keeping it because sometimes you just need a black nail polish. And then I have this one from Whim. As you can see, I got it for 97 cents at an Ulta a million years ago. It's orange. I love it so much. It's like the perfect orange for me, but it is so old, and I think it's time that I get rid of it. It doesn't even seal properly anymore, and I have a couple other oranges that I like better, so I'll be donating this one. Another one-off I have is a Wet n Wild One Step Wonder Gel, and this was my friend Lily's, and she was gonna get rid of it, and then I was like, I want it. It's Coral Support. I love this. It's actually the same exact shade as my base, and so it is one of my favorites, and I'm definitely keeping it. Next up, I have these three. Goodness. These are the LA Girl Gel polishes, and they are the coolest shades. This is in Flex, and this is like a UV neon. Love this one. I love wearing it. It is so fun and bright, and I wear it a ton in the summer. Again, this one is another one of their neons. This is an Eden. I love this one too. It's a very, very hot pink, and it is absolutely gorgeous when I have a tan. So yeah. The third one of these is the shade Defiant, I'm pretty sure. Yes, and it is a black. It is super goopy and thick, and that's the reason actually I got the Revlon one, so I'll be getting rid of this one. All right, where should we go next? I think we should go to these. So I have these 6, and they're from Urban Outfitters, actually. So first things first, I have this one in Smiley Face, and it is like a glitter top coat. I love this one. It is super fun. I wear it once or twice a year. It's just super textured, and I get compliments on it every single time I wear it. Then we have this one, and it's like a bright, hot red coral color, and it's in the shade Cherry Icy, and again, it's just like neon. I love it so much. I'm going to be keeping this one as well. Then I have this one. It's another one of their glitter top coats, and it's in the shade Pearl Lavender Butterfly, and yeah, it's so beautiful, and I love wearing it, so I'm going to be keeping this one as well. I think that the Urban Outfitters nail polishes are super underrated. This is another one that I love from there, and it is called Electric Apple. And again, it is just so neon and bright. I love it so much. I'll be keeping this one. Then I have this one in Hey There Cowgirl. It's another one of those like kind of blurple shades. It's super, super pretty. I do have a lot of blurple though, so I think I'm going to be putting this in the maybe so I can compare some of the ones I've kept already. And then finally, we have this one in the shade Blue Lightning. It's like a very dark blue, but it's somehow very neon as well. This one I'm not certain on. I do remember really liking it, but it's not something I reach for all the time. So I feel like this will also go in the maybes. Also, if you didn't notice, I have all of my like nail tools and supplies here, and we'll go through those at the end. Let's just keep going with my OPI nail polishes. The first one I have is actually the one that's on my nails right now. And it's Susie Without a Paddle. And this is the most perfect light blue. You can see it on my nails right now. I love it so much, and I'll be keeping this one. Then I have this one. It's All Your Dreams in Vending Machines, and it is a really pretty kind of like magenta-y pink. I just feel like I have a couple shades like this already, so I'm going to put this in the maybes. Then I have this one. It was actually a gift, and this is Heart and Console. It's from their Xbox collection, and I love it. It's like a really nice red, and I feel like this is what I kind of compare all the other reds to, so yeah. That being said, I do have this red. This is, of course, Big Apple Red, which is their most famous red kind of nail polish ever. I do really like this one. I do have a couple reds, so I will be putting this in the maybes as well to go through with all the other reds. And then this one is another, like, when purple, like, grayed out purples were really big. This is in You Don't Know Jacques. And I do really like this for a long time. I just feel like it's past its prime for me. I just don't really wear this kind of shade anymore, so I'll be getting rid of this one. This is a really dark shade. It's probably looking black to you, but it's actually a really, really dark berry, and it's in the shade Complimentary Wine. I do like it. I don't know if I have reason to keep it. I think I'm going to put it in the maybes as well. This one, I love this one. It is very metallic purple. And it's in the shade I Sold My Crypto. And if I want a purple nail, this is a really good one. And so I'm going to be keeping this one. This one is in the shade Happy Anniversary. It is just the cutest little top coat, and I do really like this one. It's like a silvery top coat, so I'm going to be keeping this one as well. This one is another kind of teal. It's in the shade My Dog Sled is a Hybrid, and I have a lot of other teal, kind of light turquoisey shades that I like better, and this one is very, very old and discolored, so I'll be getting rid of this one as well. This is in the shade Chocolate Mousse, and this is like the most perfect brown for me. I love this shade if I want a brown nail. Absolutely love this one, definitely keeping it. This one is in the shade The Past is Always Greener, and I also love this one. It is a really light green, and I really don't have anything else like it, so I'll be keeping this one as well. Last one, in the shade Trading Paint. This is like the most beautiful, perfect light orange, and I absolutely love it. So yes, keeping this one. All right, that was all my OPIs now. I feel like a lot of times how I've gotten to getting so many of these shades is I'm looking for a very specific color for a very specific time or event or occasion or vibe, and I go out and find it. And then I also get gifted a lot of these, and I've just collected them over the years. So yeah, I'm gonna go over here now, and these are actually Julep nail polishes. I used to be part of the Julep kind of club where they would give you actual nail polishes every single month in kind of like a subscription box kind of thing. I have a ton from that, and I actually used to have more, and I've just slowly but surely been getting rid of them because they're very, very old now. I'm probably gonna end up getting rid of a lot of these because I just really, really don't reach for them anymore, except if they're very, very unique shades. But like this one, for instance, I couldn't even tell you what it's called, but it's like a light pink and it's matte, and I just really don't ever use matte nail polishes. What's cool about these though is you can swatch them on the top, obviously, but again, not really something I reach for, so I'll be getting rid of this one. This is a very, very deep blue. It's super sheer, but it's very, very dark. And I don't know what the name of this one is either, but it's another one that I'll just probably never reach for and I'll be getting rid of as well. Then we have this one, which is basically identical to the purple that I just kept from the OPI one. So I will be getting rid of this one. It's in the shade Brienne. It's very pretty. It's just not something I'm going to reach for. Another purple that I am keeping, however, is this one in Amy. It's just like the most beautiful metallic purple, and it's gorgeous. Then I have this metallic red one in the shade Florentina. So I do like this one. I feel like I have enough reds for sure that I can definitely say I'm going to get rid of this one because Heart and Console is just, I think, a better version of this, but it is very gorgeous metallic. Then I have this one in Daily, and it is gorgeous. It's like an orange to green to gold, like trichrome kind of nail polish, and so I'm going to be keeping this one as well. Super unique. And I have this one in Barb. It's very old. It's like a grayed out dark blue. It's just not something I think I've ever reached for, and so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. This is another really unique one. It's in the shade Jonah, and it's got like kind of a green blue duochrome, and I've already said how much I love a green nail polish, so I'll be keeping this one. All right, then I have this really light purple. It's in the shade Elisa, and I do like this one. I do feel like I have a couple similar shades of light purples, so I'm going to have this one in the maybe pile. Then I have this one. It's like a gunmetal gray, and it's in the shade Jenica, and this is really pretty. I just am never ever reaching for this type of nail polish, like a dark kind of gray, silver. It's very, very pretty. It's just not something I reach for. This one is a very light metallic blue, and I love this. I've worn this for my birthday, like I think 4 years in a row now, and so you're like, oh my gosh, you have to keep it, but it's just super, super old. I might keep it. I think I'm going to put it in the maybes if I have space for it, basically. If I am not up to my 52 shades, I will keep it, but otherwise, it's gotta go. It's just very old. Then I have another silver. This is a brighter silver, and I don't know the name of this one either, but again, I'm just not really reaching for silver nail polishes that often, so yeah, I'm going to be getting rid of this one as well. Then I have this red that's basically identical. It's in the shade Alexandria, and it's basically identical to Heart and Console. It's also matte, however, so I don't want another matte nail polish, so I will be getting rid of this one. All right, this one is another really bright blue, and it's in the shade Sandra, and I think that this is one that I'm going to put in the maybes because it is a really gorgeous metallic blue. I just don't know if this is the blue I want to keep of the dark blues. All right, then I have this one, and it's basically a grayed out green. It's in the shade Emmy, and this used to be my favorite green. At this point, I have so many actual greens that it does not even look green to me anymore. And so for that, I'm going to be getting rid of it. I just have a lot of other actual greens I love. All right, then I have this one, and this is another one I'm going to keep in the maybes. It's Brandolin, and it is like a trichrome with like purple and blue and things like that. It's really pretty. I just don't know, again, if that's the one I want to keep. Coming down to it, this is another taupey kind of gray shade. It's in the shade Elena, and yeah, it is like when taupe was really, really popular, I would wear this one. It's not anymore. It's not really a shade I ever reach for. Don't really think it's super flattering, so I'll be getting rid of this one as well. All right, and the last one is a base coat that is basically empty, so I will be getting rid of it. Yeah, and that is all my Julep shades. All right, we'll go over here then. These are actually my newest of any of my nail polishes, and that's because I got a nail polish advent calendar from my parents for Christmas, so thank you to them. And these are all from Olive and June, and these are super, super pretty. So I'm just gonna go through them really fast. This one is in Glitter Elf, and they're all kind of Christmassy themed. It is a dark green with some silver reflex. I already had purchased that other dark green that I really liked, so I don't know. I actually am kind of debating keeping this one and getting rid of this one then. I love a good metallic. I don't know. I think this is more classically Christmas though, so I think I'm going to be getting rid of this one and keeping this one. Then I have this little nail art pen, which I think should just count as one of the like little things over here, but I'm just going to be keeping this for now because I want to try using it. I love having creative nails with like nail art and things like that. This is a red in the shade Rudolph, and this is going to go over there with my other reds as kind of a little, which red am I keeping? This is a really pretty shade. This is in Frosted Gloss, and again, this is kind of like a top coat that has like some reflect to it. So I believe I'm going to be keeping this one and getting rid of some of my other top coat kind of things. But I love anything that makes my nails iridescent. This one is another red that I got in the same exact thing. This is in E5, ES. And yeah, so we're going to see which red I'm going to keep. Because again, I rarely wear red nail polish, so having like 8 reds for me. This one is super pretty. This is in Penny, and it's definitely like a kind of rose gold metallic. I do really like this one, and I will be keeping this one. I think the other ones, these are all just top coats or base coats. So let's see, this is a super gloss top coat. So I'll be keeping this one just in case I run out of my other one. And I like to try different top coats, why not? This is a nail strengthener, so this should actually be over here. And this is a quick dry top coat, so I'll be keeping this one as well. Alrighty, on to, I think I only have 3 brands left. Move all of these over. All right, we'll just do the one off here. This is a Sally Hansen Hard as Nails nail polish in the shade Love Rocks. This is the perfect like hot pink, and I do really love this one. I am going to be keeping this one. I love it, and this is a really good nail polish formula as well. I really like this one. I guess I didn't really talk about the formulas that much, but I love Essie. That is my ride or die. OPI is also very good. The ones from Urban Outfitters are great for the price that they are, $5. These ones, however, these are really good. The Hard as Nails ones, if you can still find them anywhere, they dry really quickly and they stay on really well. But these, I think, are some of the best ever. This is the Sally Hansen Insta Dry, and I love this formula specifically. These dry really quickly, they stay on really well, they don't like pull up or anything like that. They're just very good, and they're very cheap. So I really love this formula specifically. The Olive and June ones are fine. The Julep ones are fine. Yeah, but my favorites are definitely the Essie and the Insta Dry and the OPIs. This, however, is an orange glow-in-the-dark nail polish. I love a good glow-in-the-dark nail. I don't think I need an orange glow-in-the-dark, however. I just am not going to be reaching for glow-in-the-dark nails that often. And this also has little flecks of like black in it, which is fine, except for I just think it makes my nails look really dirty. So I'm going to be getting rid of this. Then I have this one. It's in the shade Conjure Copper, and it's definitely a copper. It's very duochromatic. I do really like this one, especially top coated over other like reds or oranges in the summer. So I'll be keeping this one. Then I have this one. It's in Taupe Priority, and this is my perfect nude. Like, this is the nude nail polish for me, so I'll be keeping this one. It's just, yeah, a ride or die for me. So this is the glow-in-the-dark that I will be keeping. This is just a glow-in-the-dark top coat, and it is beautiful, and I love it. So yeah, definitely keeping this one. All right, next up is this yellow in the shade Maika Banana. And yeah, I do love a bright yellow, so I'll be keeping this one as well. This one is in the shade Time is Money, and it's a really light minty color, and I do really like this one as well, so I'll be keeping it. This one is in the shade Jet Setter, and that's what I also have on my nails today. It is a super pretty, like, blue, standard blue. Really like this one. Definitely will be keeping it as well. All right, this one is in Sprinkle Sprinkle, and it is like a white or like a cream color with like blue and orange kind of sprinkles in it. I wore it for my birthday, I think 2 years ago now, and it's just really difficult to kind of wear. I'm gonna try to shake it up. Yeah, it's just not, it's not looking good. It's super old at this point, and yeah, I just definitely think that it was amazing for when I had it on my nails, but it's not something I'm ever gonna reach for, so I'm gonna get rid of it. All right, this one is a iridescent top coat that I actually really love, and I'm almost out of, so I'll be keeping this. It's in the shade Twinkle Twinkle. Oh, well, that was Sprinkle Sprinkle, and this is Twinkle Twinkle. But I really like this one. It's a really cool, like, literally duochrome, iridescent kind of top coat, and I want to get it used up, so yeah, keeping this one. And then I have this one from the Sesame Street collection, and this is in the shade Am I Not Adora Blue, and it is like a blue with purple reflex in it, and I just feel like I have this so many times over already. It is another blurple. It is really cute. Like, the Sesame Street collection is so cute, and I love Grover, but I just feel like I have this a million times in my collection already, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. Last little brand here is the Sally Hansen Extreme Wear. This first one I have is in Sunkissed, and it is a bright orange. Definitely keeping this one. I love an orange in the summer, so we'll be keeping this one. Then I have this top coat, and it's in Glitter Glam, and it's got like little blue reflex in it, and so I do really enjoy it, and so I'm going to be keeping this one as well. Okay, and then I have two of these because I thought my dog ate this one. Like, I couldn't find it, but it's just she had it. And they're in the shade Strobe Light, so I will be getting rid of the one that is chewed up and keeping the one that is not. It is just like a rainbow glitter nail polish. All right, and last but not least, this one is in the shade Lacy Lilac, and it is the perfect light purple lilac shade, so I'll be keeping this. All right, that being said, let me count up how many I've kept so far. Okay, so not including top coats and like iridescent top coats, I have kept 42. So I have 10 more that I can keep to get to 52. Obviously I can go under that if I really, really want to, but for the most part, I think that that's going to be very difficult. I have 21 in my maybes, so I have to get rid of 11 more of these basically. All right, so here are the maybes that I have. Let's just organize them by color, because that was kind of my original goal. Okay, so I think I'm definitely going to be keeping this one. I just really love it, and my cat's name is Rocky, so it's a little bit sentimental to me, so I'm definitely keeping this one. So I can keep 9 more. Let's just compare the 2 berries that I have, because I feel like that's pretty easy. Definitely think that this is more of what I was going for. This is a little too dark, and if I remember correctly, I got this one, and then I went and got this one because this one was too dark. So I will be getting rid of this really, really dark wine shade and keeping this berry naughty shade. All right, let's compare the reds now. I feel like it's pretty easy in my mind that I'm not gonna keep the Olive and June, not because I don't think they're good, just because I don't feel like I have any need for them if I have some shades I know I like better. This one, like this one and this one are very similar, and this one and this one are very similar in my head, so I think I'm gonna be getting rid of this one in the shade Rudolph and keeping this one in Big Apple Red. It's just like a really standard good red. I have 8 more left. I think I'm gonna be getting rid of this red as well in ES, and I don't know if I'm gonna be keeping this in Spice It Up, but definitely getting rid of this one. So this remains in the maybes then. Let's go through these more iridescent ones. I feel like I definitely don't need this one. Wire less is more. It's just a little more grayed out in my opinion, and I have some cooler shades. This one from Mineral Fusion, I think I have a couple other ones that are just better than this. I do really like that this is an all-natural nail polish brand, obviously, but I had a couple others that I kept that are very similar. And then this one, Millennium Momentum, I remember getting this because I specifically wanted like a light taupe, so I think it's going to stay in the maybe pile as well still. And then let's do these pinks, because I love a good pink. Alrighty, so in my mind, I think that these are very, very similar. This OPI one is kind of like the better version of this, but if I remember correctly, this is very sheer. Swoon in the Lagoon is very unique, kind of like purpley shade, but Mrs. Always Right is like my go-to pink, so I feel like I have to keep this one. I just love a pink nail, and Slumber Party On is also a really good pink. Oh, I feel like, I don't know, this one is the most difficult so far. I think I'm going to be keeping these 2. I don't know. I think I'm just going to have to go through the blues really quickly, and then we'll go through the pinks again, because that's just difficult. All right, let's go through the blues really fast. So first things first, I have these 3 kind of metallic-y blues. In my mind, this is pretty, but like I said, it's a little bit past its prime. So I think I'm going to be getting rid of this one. And then from these 2, I definitely think that this blue is more in this year, but I have other blues kind of similar to it that I like better. And this one's just more interesting. So I think I'm going to be getting rid of this one and keeping this one. But I'm going to keep it in the maybes for now anyway. And then I have these 2, and I feel like I have a lot of Blurple shades already, and I don't really have any of like cobalt blue, and so I think I'm going to keep this cobalt blue and get rid of this one. I don't know. Let's see, how many? I have 8 that I can keep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, and that would mean I could only keep one of the pinks, and that's just not going to happen. So I'm going to have to make some difficult cuts here. I think then if I'm making some difficult cuts, I don't think I really need this purple. I think I have a couple other lilacs that I really like and some periwinkles, and this is a really old shade, so getting rid of that one. how many do I have total? I have 10 total. I can keep 8. So I've got to get rid of 2 here. Feel like it should be easier than it is. Definitely think it has to be one of these two. They're just identical, except for this one is like a shimmery version of that. And so I think I'm going to get rid of Swoon and the Lagoon then, because this is just such a pretty metallic. Yeah. Okay, so then I'm keeping these 8. All right, that means I have 52 colors and I have 6 top coats or base coats. Let's just get into these really fast. I'm going to be keeping only a couple of these nail clippers. I just have a ton of mini ones. I don't really know why. So yeah, these 2 I'm going to be getting rid of. And this one I'm going to keep, this little American one. And then I have some cuticle creams. I'm going to be keeping those as well, but I'm going to be getting rid of this cuticle oil. I'm just way more likely to reach for one of those 2 than I am to this one. This is a really good, like, big nail polish clipper. I'm going to be keeping that one. I have a couple, like, buffer pads, so I'm going to keep this one. This, I believe, is just a dry drop. Yep, so I'm going to keep this one as well. I have a couple nail tools that I'm going to keep. There we go. So I'm keeping these. And I have all of these nail files that I'm going to be keeping as well. I go through a lot of nail files, so yeah, keeping all of these. Then I have this, and it's supposed to hold like your nail polish really easily, or your nail polish like lid. So I'll keep that. And then also this is a nail strengthener, so I'll keep this as well. A little cuticle cutter that I'll keep. Gotta have all the tools, you know. And then these are just some nail stickers. These are obviously mostly used up, so I'm gonna be getting rid of those. And then I have a lot of these little mini nail stickers from the Olive and June box that I had. I'm going to be keeping these, and then these are just super old and I'm not going to be reaching for them anytime soon, so I'm going to be getting rid of these. All right, with that being said, here are the 40 that I got rid of. I got rid of 40 nail polish today, so I'm really, really happy with that. Definitely some difficult decisions there at the end, but I think overall I will feel a lot better being able to fit all of my nail polish back into the bin. So let me put all of the nail polishes I'm keeping back in the bin and I will show you the final result. All right, so here's what the bin is looking like. As you can see, everything fits so nicely on top. I am so happy with this. I definitely think that this is a much more manageable collection, and I feel like I have more than enough nail polishes as is anyway. I ended up getting rid of almost every single one of my Julep nail polishes. I only have 4 left, and those are my 4 favorites. So I'm really, really happy with this kind of downsized collection. Of course, I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed doing it, a little declutter. And yeah, if you like this video, please like it. And if you like me, please subscribe. If there are other categories of products that you would like to see me declutter besides just makeup and nail polish, I would definitely be happy to. I was thinking about doing a shoe declutter coming up, so let me know if you'd like to see that one as well. With that, I hope you're having a great day, week, month, year, wherever you are, and that you paint your nails something fun this upcoming week if you have the time or the want to do so. Yeah, with that, I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.